You do? Okay.
Yeah, I was raised Christian.
Oh really? Okay, what about you?
My dad's Catholic, not quite.
Okay, so you both believe in God?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you think you're going to go to heaven when you die then?
At the moment, probably not. Probably later on in life, I'll sort of change myself, and I'll be more.
So what do you think you need to do to get into heaven?
Probably just be a better person.
Be a better person. Okay.
At the moment, I'm thinking more of me than the.
Okay.
It's because we're still young, we don't.
Yeah, I'm still young, so.
What if there was some terrible accident and you both died tonight?
I'll be going to hell.
You're going to hell?
Probably.
Because we've all done something bad.
So why do you think you go to hell?
Everyone's sinned.
Yeah, everyone's sinned at some point. I've not really gone to church that often.
Okay, so how does going to church?
Well, there's something I saw. It's just saying like going to church to make you any more Christian than standing in a garage makes you a car. So it does make sense. It basically means unless I'm actually fully believing what they say and stuff, it just makes me more Christian. So maybe just like sort of fully believing in the Word of God to make me more of a Christian rather than just passively listening to it.
Okay, so how would you define the gospel? Or how do you think Jesus dying on the cross? What does that mean to you?
Well, at the moment, I do know that he died for our sins. I mean, like he's died to wash away the bad that we've done before. But it doesn't mean that if we do bad now, it's all forgiven. It just means that we have to sort of remember what he's done and try to better ourselves because of it, rather than just think he's died for our sins, so we can sin if we want, but it's all fine.
You get people that think they can sin all they want.
Yeah.
Because it gets washed away, get baptised, or get washed away.
Yeah. What do you think? Because you're both doing what you want to do. Do you believe that Jesus is God? And that died for your sins?
No, I'm Buddhist.
You're a Buddhist?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you believe that Jesus died for your sins?
Yeah, I was raised.
Okay, so what do you think is going to happen to you when you die then?
Reincarnation.
You believe in reincarnation?
I do. I believe.
Why do you believe that?
That's what I've been taught all my life.
Okay. So how do you know it's true? You need some evidence. If I was to say to you, go take a run and jump into the dark, you wouldn't do it.
There's no evidence of God, is there?
I know, but if I was to say to you, take a run and jump into the dark, you wouldn't do it. You say, I don't know what's beyond that. I'm not going to jump to something I don't know.
Yeah.
So by you believing something without actually checking it out, you're saying the same thing as when you die. So it's worth trying to work.
Isn't it like both heaven and hell?
Yeah. It's just a thing of blind faith rather than an actual reason. Like against God.
But Jesus said, I'm the way, the truth, and the life, and no man can get to the Father except for me. So he basically said that he's the only way to heaven, and there's no other way to get into heaven apart from through Jesus. So he was basically saying, it's quite a bold statement. He's saying that everything else is wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
everything else is wrong. Very bold. So I would always suggest that check out Christianity first, and you'll find that Christianity is unique amongst all other religions. Okay, so have you ever taken the good person test?
I don't know what that is.
Okay. You know, you agree that line is wrong? Yeah, you agree that line is wrong?
Yeah.
Would you agree that line is wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so basically, we've got the Ten Commandments. Your test against the Ten Commandments. And Romans 1 said, or Romans 1 and 2 said, God has written those commandments on our hearts, on every man's conscience. So everyone in the world, universally, would be able to agree that lying is wrong, stealing is wrong.
Yeah.
So if I was to say to you, have you ever told a lie before, what would you say?
Yeah.
You'd admit it. So what do you call someone that tells lies? A liar. Okay, so have you ever stolen anything in your life?
No.
You've never stolen anything in your life? You haven't taken anything that doesn't belong to you? You never gone online, downloaded some music illegally?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So have you done that? Okay, so what do you call someone that steals?
Oh, thief.
Thief. Have you ever looked at someone and lusted after them in your heart sexually? Never looked at a woman.
Oh yeah.
I thought, yeah, I would. You've done that. Have you ever done that? Looked at a guy. I thought and lusted after him in your heart. Be honest. Okay, so probably means yes. Does it not? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, basically, sex outside marriage, according to the Bible, is wrong. So that's called fornication. And Jesus took it a step further. He said that sin begins in the heart. And he said that if you look at a person and lust after them in your heart, you've committed adultery with them in your heart. So basically, what you just admitted is that you're, by your own admission, that you're lying, thieving, adulterous.
He was definitely going to hell.
Now, so if you were to stand up before God on Judgment Day and he was to judge you based upon the Ten Commandments, would you be innocent or guilty?
Guilty.
You'd be guilty. Okay, so we know that the law is to show that everyone is guilty. That's why it says in Romans that all have sinned and come short of God's glory. So if you were guilty before God, would he put you in heaven or would he throw you in hell? You go to hell. So that should be a worry, a concern, because we don't know what's going to happen to us. We know eventually we're going to die one day, but we don't know when. It's a ticking time bomb that no one knows when it's going to go off. But the story of Jesus Christ is that he became a man and lived a perfect sinless life, and then he died on a cross for our sins. He became the sacrifice. He became the sacrifice, basically paid the price for our sins. In the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve, God said to don't eat the fruit. Yeah, and he said, if you eat of this fruit, on that day you shall surely die. But they didn't die, but their spirit died. So when we look in the New Testament and we hear what it says about you need to be born again, it's talking about our spirit. Our spirit's been born again.
That's all baptism stuff.
No, it's nothing to do. It's by faith. We're saved by faith. It's the grace of God that saves us. So Jesus died on the cross. So rather than God punishing us for our sins, he punished Jesus, and then he rose again on the third day. So that when you stand before God on Judgment Day, rather when God judges you, he won't judge you for your sins because the price has been paid. Just like if you go to court and you've got a £1 million fine and you can't pay it, you're going to have to go to prison and put you hard labour until you work it off, and someone comes along and says, I'm going to pay it for you. You just have to accept it. You say thank you, obviously be grateful. So that's what the gospel is. So that's why we talk about being born again. So you need to trust in God, repent of your sins, admit to God, admit that I'm a sinner, which you've virtually done. You admit to God that you're a sinner. You repent. You say, I believe, he says, if you believe on the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, you shall be saved. So you believe in Christ, you repent of your sins, to turn away, turn unto God, believe that Jesus Christ died on the cross for your sins, and then God will give you eternal life. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Thanks.
So go on, any questions?
No.
So you're just going to go and do what you're going to do anyway, aren't you? Okay, so what will happen if you die tomorrow? What would you think?
As long as you accepted Jesus, it seems that you'll be fine.
But you haven't done it, have you?
No.
That's the thing.
I'm still.
So what would prevent, I can't, explain to me what would prevent you from wanting to do that? Because obviously you don't, you just want to get away. So what's going on inside your mind now that you think, this is cool? Because eternity is a long time, so it's a gamble, isn't it? You're taking a risk. If you think about, say you live to 100, which is a good age, so how old are you both?
19.
So you've got like 80 years maximum. Have you any concept of how long eternity is?
Like, it's very massive.
If you were to imagine like a little intergalactic bird and it took him a million years to fly from one end of the galaxy to the other, and every million years he took one grain of sand to this other planet, by the time you take in every single grain of sand, eternity will only just begun. And that's where you're thinking about where you spend eternity. It's a very serious question. It's a very serious question. And there's only one unpardonable sin really, is that if you reject Christ as your Saviour. It says God loved us so much. God didn't have to die for us. He came and lived a perfect sinless life, and then he went and died on the cross. He preached love, he preached repentance, he healed sinners, he healed the sick. So he healed the sick, healed people with diseases, and they crucified him. And he did that for you and for me. So there's no, if you reject God and what Christ did for you.
Just one thing about, you said you were Buddhist, you believe in reincarnation?
Yeah.
Just one thing with regards to Buddhism, Buddha actually said on his deathbed, I'm still searching for truth.
Yeah.
So on Buddha's deathbed, he didn't even have the truth. So to believe this guy that invented reincarnation is not going to get you anywhere, because he was believing in something that he didn't believe in anyway. He was still searching for it on his deathbed. So
But are we all
Buddhism
searching for what we want to believe in? Because some people are atheists, some people are agnostic. We're not really sure of what's up there. There's no evidence on anything, no science.
well, the evidence is creation. Creation proves there's a God. The stars, the moon, the skies, the seasons, all these things prove there's God. And you know what's the biggest proof? It's your conscience. God's written his law in your heart so that you know it's wrong to lie, steal, anything that you know it's wrong because God's written in your heart. The conscience is described as an impartial judge in the courtroom of your mind. It only speaks to you about moral issues. So this is why you can't stand before God and say, I didn't know, because he's actually written on your heart. Sorry.
right? If you think about it, people say there's no God, there's no evidence of it, which is, you could say that's true. But if you think about it, you've got two parents, you've got you've got four grandparents, you've got 8 grandparents. If you took that to the 15th generation, so 15 greats, you would have, do you know how many that is? How many parents you'd have? Great-grandparents you'd have? That's over 130,000. 130,000. Now you've got no evidence of them. You don't know where they lived, what they look like. There's absolutely zero evidence. Evidence that they exist. But you know they exist because you're here. You are the evidence that they existed.
Yeah, of course.
And it's the same with God, with us. We know that God exists because you look around us. Everything is evidence that God exists. It's undeniable. You know what I mean? So,
Will you please think about those things he shared with you, yeah? Please give it a thought.
easily, I'm
There's nothing more important than your eternal salvation, mate, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for sharing.
Nice to meet you.